Reporting live from Hypers Club in Atlanta for Hype Plus News, I'm John Abba. Over the last few weeks, the Trump administration has sparked several conversations on crime in highly urban cities like DC, Baltimore, and Los Angeles. According to Trump, these cities have failed to handle their crime rate, and in response, Trump will send in the National Guard into DC to help. Now, many have opposed the use of the military being used against civilians, while others have cheered on the move, pointing out how quickly things have improved. Just a few days ago, on his Truth Social platform, Trump would now threaten Chicago as the next city he may have to bring the National Guard or military to. He would go on to write, "I love the smell of deportation in the morning. Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War." He would then go on to share a picture of himself on the body of an army general. Now, the president's words were definitely alarming for those in Chicago, including the city's own mayor, who would directly respond to the message on his X account. The president's threats are beneath the honor of our nation, but the reality is that he wants to occupy our city and break our constitution. We must defend our democracy from this authoritarianism by protecting each other and protecting Chicago from Donald Trump. Outside of political figures in Chicago reacting to Trump's threats, those who are accused of being directly connected to the crime would respond. Over on TikTok, videos will begin to circulate of gang members and so-called thugs explaining that Chicago will not comply so easily like other cities.
Man, Trump talking about something. Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War. Nigga, you about to find out why it's called Direct. The fuck? Goofy ass nigga? We ain't scared of...
Let me tell y'all something personally, bro. Trump, I don't know why the you think that these young niggas in Iraq finna be scared. They ain't scared no National Guard, shorty. They ass is not playing out here, boy. The National Guard should be scared of them. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's what they be wrong. These YNs pull up to the police station with switches. You know what I'm saying? Drakes, everything, shorty. Right in front of the station. I know exactly what I said, bro. No capping. So it's like, this shit crazy. These little niggas crazy, boy.
Now, these threats made by gang members in Chicago to the National Guard will cause many black users online to now chime in and share how ridiculous they felt their logic was.
Are y'all serious? Do y'all really think that y'all can take on the U.S. military? Bro, the military overtakes countries, bro. Y'all are a small portion of Chicago, bro. And y'all talk about y'all got switches. A switch is so dumb. A switch is like a waste of bullets, bro. And y'all thinking because it shoots really fast, bro.
So we got Chicago's gangsters and thugs saying they got switches for Trump's National Guard. Let's entertain that for maybe 2 seconds, right? First off, you think they don't know what you guys got? Where do you think those switches came from?
I know what's so funny to me is the fact that we got people on TikTok and the people of Chicago saying that they're not scared of the National Guard. Which, okay, you may not be scared of the National Guard or whatever the case may be, but I'm going to tell y'all something. The National Guard definitely ain't scared of y'all, and the National Guard definitely don't mind bringing their ass to Chicago and shutting that whole city down. And the only reason these people saying this is because Trump said that they're going to find out what he did with DC and they're going to do the same thing in Chicago. And I guess the people of Chicago feeling some type of way. The dude's talking about some, oh, we got switches, we ain't scared of the National Guard, we got all this, we got all that. As if this not the U.S. military that y'all talking about. I guarantee you, them folks start bringing those tanks and bringing those grenade launchers to the streets. There is absolutely nothing that y'all people can do to the National Guard once they get to Chicago. I'm going to tell you that now. These are trained professionals that we're talking about here. These people specialize in that type of activity in the active war each and every day.
A part of these responses, black soldiers have also spoken out to explain why gang members going against the military is a bad idea.
I pray to Christ Jesus himself that this video reach the vast majority of the thugs and hooligans in Chicago that truly believe that you're going to do anything to the United States military. Mind you, we're not even bringing Green Berets or Navy SEALs or Special Forces, right? It's National Guard. It usually happens when an administration feels like a city or a place within the United States it just adds civil unrest, right? Because we do defend the country from enemies, foreign and domestic, right? But let me speak to the people that think they're gonna do something to the military. Please, I advise you do not do it, right? I'm all for peace. I'm all for the right thing. Please do not put yourself in a position where you fall for the trap. Please don't think that you're gonna intimidate people that can pinpoint where you keep your weapons at, locate who your family is in a matter of half of a nanosecond. We have homing missiles that can track you down and put a quarter of a hole in your chest before you realize it. I'm asking all the thugs and hooligans to be civil. Be civil and just do the right thing.
Y'all heard what they saying about, telling Trump, don't send the National Guard here. We got switches, da-da-da-da-da, right? Y'all think y'all warning them by saying they don't shoot well, that they don't have the same weaponry. They know that. However, you got to understand the generation that we're dealing with. They're not looking at that as advice. They're looking at that as a challenge. And while many of you think you have a one-up or you're, really putting YNs in their place, you're really not. And what you're doing is you're issuing a challenge to them. You got to remember, as service members, we are governed by the UCMJ. Guess what YNs are governed by? The streets. They don't have the same rules that we have. Please stop feeling like y'all flexing up on these Chicago YNs, bruh. Because it's not cool. And it's not the flex that y'all think it is. Oh, y'all think y'all got 5.56s and all of these rounds and y'all can't shoot and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. What I'm saying is the D1 crash outs in the hood, they don't care nothing about critical thinking. All they see is a mission.
Now, according to the mayor's office, crime in Chicago has significantly decreased in recent years. Specifically, Chicago has seen a 33% reduction in homicides and a 38% reduction in shootings. This summer saw 123 homicides with 278 total homicides through August 31st, 2025. Compared to 2021 reports, reflecting that summer of 2021 saw 274 homicides in Chicago alone, with 805 for the full year. Now, it appears that things have already improved in Chicago, but it is still for some considered to have some work to do in regards to crime. So what are your guys' thoughts about Trump's possible move in on Chicago, and should gang members there be worried by these threats? Stay up to date for the latest news in comedy, culture, and sports by subscribing here to our YouTube channel and follow Hype Plus across all social media. And if you appreciate content like this, check out hypersclub.com right now to get a membership to watch full interviews and more original content. And if you do have a story you think we should cover, you can tip us off right now at hypealerts.com. Again, that's hypealerts.com. Reporting live from Hypers Club in Atlanta for Hype Plus News, I'm John Abba.